For example 4, we're going to talk about our linear, our exponential, and our quadratic functions, and which ones increase faster. So what I'd like you to do right now is, in just a second, I would like you to pause the video, and I want you to fill out the table for all three of these. So your linear function right here, x plus 2, this is linear. Then we have our exponential function. Notice our variables in the exponent. So here's exponential. And then our quadratic function, which is the biggest exponent is a 2. And I'd like you to fill out the tables. So go to your y equals on your graphing calculator and fill in the numbers. If you don't have a table values, then you can just plug it in by hand. 0 plus 2, 1 plus 2, 5 plus 2, and so forth for all three of these. Unpause it when you're ready to check your table values. Now as we take a look at our tables, so first compare, make sure you have the right numbers in there. As we look at very small values of x, so if we look at 0, which function is the biggest or the highest? And that's going to be our linear function at 2 versus 1, 0. Then if we go up to just the next value of 1, again our linear function has the highest point, the highest y value at 3. But once we get to 5, our linear function becomes significantly smaller at 7 versus 32 versus 25. And then again, as our x values get bigger, now we're at an x value of 10, we have 12 versus 1,024 versus just 100. And then at 15, when x is 15, we have 17 to 32,768 and 225 for our quadratic. So what I want you to notice for letter B, which function increases the fastest, and that's what we're looking at for very large values of x. You can see our linear function starts out higher, but it only increases very, very slowly, and we only get up to about 17 as our y value. If you look at our exponential function, we start out at 1, we get to 2, and then we increase so fast from 32 to 1,000 to 32,000, being our biggest number that we have in our table. Our quadratic function, the same way, we have 0 to 1 to 25 to 100 to 225, but that doesn't even compare to the 32,000 with our exponential functions. So what I want you to get out of this example is that no matter what, a linear versus exponential versus quadratic, your exponential function will always increase the fastest for those big values of x. So we are going to write down here exponential. If you have questions, let me know.